Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. This video we are going to listen the journey of self-discovery part 2. For part 1, please check my playlist and then start your listening part 2. Now let's start. Srila Prabhupada say, so you are in doubt, suspicion, you are not certain. But your inclination is that you think there is a God. Is it not? Your knowledge being imperfect. You are in doubt, that's all. Otherwise, you are inclined to think of God. But because you are a scientific man, unless you perceive it scientifically, you do not accept. That is your position. But from your side, you believe in God. Dr. Benford say, sometimes. Srila Prabhupada say, yes, sometimes or at all times, it doesn't matter. That is the position of everyone. As long as one is in the human form of life, he has a dormant consciousness of God. It simply has to be developed by proper training. It is just like anything else in life. For example, you have become a scientist by proper training, proper education. Similarly, the dormant consciousness of God or Krishna is there in everyone. It simply requires proper education to awaken it. However, this education is not given in the universities. That is the defect in modern education. Although the inclination to be Krishna conscious is there, the authorities are unfortunately not giving any education about God. Therefore, people are becoming godless and they are feeling baffled in obtaining the true joy and satisfaction of life. In San Diego, some priestly orders are going to hold a meeting to investigate the reasons why people are becoming averse to religion and not coming to church. But the cause is simple, because your government does not know that life, especially human life, is meant for understanding God. They are supporting all the departments of knowledge very nicely, except the principal department, God consciousness. Dr. Benford say. So, of course, the reason is separation of church and state. Srila Prabhupada say, reasons there may be many, but the principal reason is that this age is the Kali Yoga, the age of quarrel and hypocrisy. People are not very intelligent. Therefore, they are trying to avoid this department of knowledge and most important department of knowledge. And they are simply busy in the department of knowledge in which the animals are very busy. Your advancement of knowledge is comprised of 4 things: eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. For example, you are discovering so many lethal weapons and the politicians are taking advantage of it for defending. You are discovering so many chemicals to check pregnancy and people are using them to increase sex life. Dr. Benford say, what do you think about the moon mission? Srila Prabhupada say, that is also sleeping. You have spent so much money to go there and sleep. That's all. Otherwise, what can you do there? Dr. Benford say, you can go there and learn. Srila Prabhupada say, you go there and sleep. That's all. Sleeping. You are spending billions and getting nothing in return. Dr. Benford say, it's worth more than that. Srila Prabhupada say, no, nothing more. Because these 4 principles, eating, sleeping, mating and defending, are the background. If you have no knowledge beyond this body, you cannot go beyond this bodily jurisdiction. You may have very gorgeous, polished bodily knowledge, but your whole range of activities is within these 4 principles of eating, sleeping, mating and defending. This knowledge is prevalent among the lower animals also. They know how to eat, how to sleep, how to have sexual intercourse, and how to defend. Dr. Benford say. But they don't know anything about nuclear physics. Srila Prabhupada say. That does not mean that you are improved over the animals. It is the same thing, only polished. You are improving from the bullock cart of the car, that's all. Simply a transformation of material knowledge. Dr. Benford say. There is knowledge about the structure of the physical world, Srila Prabhupada say. But it is a waste of energy because in your activities you cannot go beyond this bodily jurisdiction of eating, sleeping, matting, and defending. The dog may sleep on the ground and you may sleep in a very nice apartment, but when you sleep, your enjoyment and the dog's enjoyment are the same. You may have so many electrical appliances and other material conveniences, but when you sleep, you forgot everything. Therefore, this gorgeous sleeping accommodation is simply a waste of time. Dr. Benford say, you seem to place emphasis on what knowledge does for you. What about the sheer joy of discovering how nature works? For example, now we think that we understand matter like this, that is pointing to the garage. We think that we know from experiments, theory, and analysis that it is made up of particles that we cannot see, and we can analyze the properties of it through experiment. We know that it is made up of molecules. We understand some of the forces that hold it together, and this is the first time we knew this. We didn't know it before. Srila Prabhupada say. But what is the benefit? Even if you knew every particle of this grass, what would be the benefit? The grass is growing. It will grow with or without your knowledge. You may know it or not know it, but it will not make any difference. Anything you like, you may study from a material, analytical point of view. Any nonsense thing you take, you can study and compile a voluminous book. But what will be the use of it? Dr. Benford say, I seem to view the world as the sum of its component parts. Srila Prabhupada say, suppose I take this brush. I can write volumes of books. When it came into existence, when it died, what the fibers are, what our molecules are. In so many ways, I can describe this insignificant foliage. But what is the use of it? Dr. Benford say, if it has no use, why did God put it there? Isn't worthwhile studying? Srila Prabhupada say, our point is that you would rather study the insignificant grass than the God who has created everything. If you could understand Him, then automatically you would understand the grass. But you want to separate His grass from Him, to study separately. In this way, you can compile volumes and volumes on the subject, but why waste your intelligence in that way? The branch of a tree is beautiful as long as it is attached to the main trunk, but as soon as you cut it off, it will dry up. Therefore, what is the use of studying the dry up branch? It is a waste of intelligence. Dr. Benford say, but why is it a waste? Srila Prabhupada say, certainly it is a waste because the result not useful. Dr. Benford say, well, that is useful. Srila Prabhupada say, it is useful to know yourself, what you are. Dr. Benford say, why is knowledge of myself better than knowledge of a plant? Srila Prabhupada say, if you understand what you are, then you understand other things. That is called Attatata, Attotatto, Attojana, self-knowledge. That is important. I am a spirit soul. and I am passing through so many species of life. But what is my position? Don't wish to die because I am afraid to change bodies. Therefore, I am afraid of death. These questions should be raised as fast. I don't want unhappiness, but unhappiness comes. I don't want death, but death comes. I don't want disease, but disease comes. I don't want to become an old man, but old age comes anyway. What is the reason that these things are coming by force? Who is enforcing these things? I don't know, but these are the real problems. I don't want excessive heat, but there is excessive heat. Why? Who is enforcing these things? Why are they being enforced? I don't want this heat. What have I done? These are real questions, not just studying for league and writing volumes of books. That is a waste of energy. Study yourself, study yourself. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe my channel and like share. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.